Radio merchandise is finally here. Go to soundchatradio.com right now so you can purchase your t-shirts and sweatshirts for children and adults in different color and sizes. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, like, and leave your comments. And also make sure you press that notification bell so you can be the first to see Wagwan when it drops. Nothing in dancehall amazes me anymore. Nothing, right? Nothing amazes me anymore. And this whole Lady Star situation is just, it just goes to me just not being amazed. And again, I don't want nobody to beat me up. I'm kind of like, okay, I saw this coming. I don't know if those of you following me, right? 718-554-8598 is that number in studio. Now, so Lady Saw has recently said that she wants to do a collabo with Shensia.
She said she wants to do it, or she's doing like what?
She wants to do it.
Okay.
She would like to do a collabo with Shensia. Now, this would come after Shensia and the old Megan Thee Stallion song and blah, 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 and blah, blah, blah. And it has had bloggers like busy. Everybody's blogging about it and people are commenting and going back and forth. And I know some of you might be like, whatever, but this is big. Like, what does it mean for her to even make this statement?
I was actually on IG when I came on, and I actually watched the entire live last night. Not the 3-hour sermon from the night before, because she went on a rampage. I don't want to say a rampage, but she had quite a few words the night before.
See it.
But last night during her live was when she made the statement about the collab. I definitely have some thoughts on that.
You have some thoughts on it. Drew, what do you think about Lady Saw wanting to do a collaboration with Shen Yang?
I mean, let's face it. You want to be relevant, and granted, you see what go on in the business. Lady Saw, Marion Hall, or whatever you want to call her. Remember, about 2 months ago, we did a story about her saying she's suing back for back royalties, and she also recently did a song saying that, yo, when I now book me for sing about Jesus, we only used to book me for sing about other things. Right. So you realize that, yo, whether or not she's going to admit it, relevancy equals money and popularity and view. By injecting herself in this little something right now and say, yo, me go style up Spice on a video, me go talk about Pacha, me go say, yo, me do a song with Shensia. All of a sudden, guess who's in the back in the forefront or back in the big picture? Sister Marion, right? I know people will be looking forward to see if there is a project with Shensia. So she used her brain and put herself right back into the foray, because let's face it, you can praise God all you want, you got to get your bills paid. Remember I said about 2 years ago when Vegas in at the church and Vegas left the church and Vegas said, yo, mama, now stay over there. Ray. You know, say you remember when Vegas tell ladies after
Vegas
left church?
been telling Lady Saw to come back to the dancehall space. He's been doing that.
So I mean, in the day, yo, if you gotta make a living, and if only one way you know for make a living, is this music, and you try it the right way, with the righteous way, and you see a dancehall ain't looking in your direction, and obviously the Christian people them ain't picking it up either. What y'all gonna do? Come see Santa go on tour. He posted all his European dates and whatever. I see my practice with bands. You know what I say? So it's working for him. I don't think the people them were ever convinced of her really being a Christian. So she have to come back in the thing.
As I was watching the comments, I have to say it was maybe 55-45, more but almost even on the scales of people who were like, Lady Saw come back, and other people were like, Sister Marion, yeah, just a try. Bring her into the flock, or make sure she doesn't go down the same pathway that she did previously. And then, some people were saying, you're like, you have some nerve to come out and say that. A lot of comments, and I know this is like, has nothing to do with anything, but quite a few people were saying, wait, we see some Amari vibes pop up. Like, is she all there?
Nah.
Right.
That was a statement.
Nah.
On the live, I'm not saying.
Oh, you're talking about that was just
on the live.
That's
The
what they were
comments
saying.
that people were dropping. I'm reading the comments, and it was kind of even balanced. What people were, pro and get pro for her and against her. They're just saying that in many ways that she's a hypocrite. But you know that they just don't want to see. She doesn't want to see them fall the same way that she did.
I wouldn't. Is that what she said?
No, that is the consensus from half of the crowd.
I watched a little bit of what she was doing today, and she was saying like, "Look, Beyonce wear the short skirt them, but she carry herself in a way where she not degrade herself and still get the success." So she said was, "I love Shenseea, and I love her innocence, and I want to help her maintain it, and if I can show her how to still make dancehall music and don't have to degrade herself to do it, me I got to try do it and show her the right way."
That's the part I heard.
Right, but here's what she continued to say. Okay, that she wants Shenseea to keep some of her innocence, but she continued to say that, did we notice in a part of the video that when Megan Thee Stallion put her foot on her chest or on her body, that she moved her hair and she saw sadness in Shensea's eyes, and she could see that Shenseea was sad in the sense of, I want to do this and I want to make this paper, but we never want it come to this, and that her son has to get up every day now and see her mother like that. So to me, it's like, how you are telling me? How can you come and tell me what Shenseea feels?
So
you can't tell me that Shenseea is feeling sad.
And forgive me, people, because I didn't watch the live.
Yeah, that's what
I'm going by the information that's been given to me now in this conversation. What I do see, and this is no disrespect to Saw because I love Saw, right? But sometimes when you speak your truth, which is my truth, people don't like you for it, and if you're not, cheering for what they're doing, you become an enemy.
Right.
By no means am I an enemy of Lady Saw. I am somebody that loves her talent, respects what she's done, and feels like she can't be replaced.
Absolutely, I feel the same way. For the record.
However, what I am gonna say is this: I think that somewhere along the line, she was looking for the entrance, and Shenseea is now the entrance. She's entering back, or it could be translated as she's entering back based on rescuing this girl who so desperately wants to get into the crossover market, but she's selling her soul to do it. So she's not only, based on what you're telling me, she's not only returning or engaging to do a collab with Shenseea, but to save her soul. Because if you're going to say that when Megan was Ray and she pulled back her hair, you show the sadness and, to me, come on. At the end of the day, I said this to I didn't even say this to myself. I was looking at some pictures of Lady Saw. I don't know why I was looking at the pictures. I don't know if it was on Instagram or the picture was sent to me. And somebody was in my surroundings at the time, and them said, "Yo, who that?" And I said, "That's Saw." And them said, "She back in a dance hall?"
She had on a white outfit.
Right? She was very unlike how she's been for the last couple of years.
Yes.
Kind of sexy up and cute up and thing.
I know exactly.
And when the person said that to me, I said to myself, why? What has pushed her this way? Now, I also want to point this out, Drew, Iron Voice, and Stacey. What I have against Christian people is not their lifestyle. It's not their belief, because everybody has to get up in the morning and believe in something. Yeah. What I have against them is their obsession to tell you that your life is wrong because they have found their road. I hate that. So what Lady Saw is going to become a victim of by all of these people who going against her is because she went so hard when she made the transition, right? Remember, she said that Jesus take her out a devil thing. That's what she said. Maybe not in the same words, but she basically said God and Jesus come save her from devil work and bring her into the church. So why you want to go back now and help somebody? It's not like she's saying that she's bringing Shenseea to the church. Right?
She made it clear that when she said she wanted to collab, she made it clear that I want to make a song, and we're not talking about a gospel song. She said that.
Yeah, it's not
a gospel song. She said, and people, I'm not trying to take her and baptize her, but it's not a gospel song. It's a regular song.
But my thing is then, okay, Saw, you are who you are. Undeniable. my thing is like, you threw stones. You threw a stone. Not Saw could have stepped out of dancehall.
So you're saying if she didn't throw a stone, you wouldn't have the issue?
It wouldn't rub me
But
so bad.
Okay, I understand.
You understand what I'm saying? Nobody can't, you can't be mad at somebody that gets up and say them I change them life. Whether you believe in their life change or not, that's their choice. What I can be upset about now is that you feel like the world is living a wrong life. And you know, you start to criticize everything, and then dancehall becomes a bad place, and dancehall was a place that made you do the devil's work, right? So if you are not coming back to dancehall to say, hey, Shensia, me see you naked in that one video with Megan, I crawl upon you. Are you a crawl upon Megan and Ray? Come here, my girl. Come over to the church because me don't want this to happen to you. You understand what I'm saying, Drew? Yeah. If you're not saying that, then you're backsliding on what you're saying.
You know, as this happened, my cousin, big up to my cousin, she's listening. What she said is, I would have respected if Lady Saw had this very same conversation in private. If she had reached out to Shensia privately and said, hey, you know, between you and me, Ray, and maybe I saw some sadness in you. Forgive me if that's not the case. And, you know, me that like for do I, you know, would you consider, or your people talk to my people, however, but it did not have to be a social media platform.
I don't care how it is. It's not supposed to happen. I'm saying that. It's just chin's truth. And again, I'll say it again from the tallest building in the world. I love Lady Saw. I respect what she's done. She's brought us far in dancehall.
She did.
Right? But and I don't want her to take this or anybody to take it personally, but when we speak reality or the truth, some people get offended and you become their enemy. Come on. What you said and what you're doing now is two different things. If this is a poison place, if this was a place where you got the worst experiences in your life, according to your new life. So your new life, I tell you, said what you were doing was wrong, right? If you're not going back to save Spice, to save Shensia, and bring them come over where you there, the promised land, then you're doing something wrong according to what you were preaching. Talk to me, Churchy. If me I tell you, Churchy, if me I say something wrong, tell me say me I say something wrong.
I hear what you're saying. Because I didn't hear what she said, I can't really.
You were just told what she said.
No, but I'm just saying. I'm just told what she said, that she wants to do a collab and it's not going to be a gospel song. All right, that don't mean it's going to be a lewd song either.
But it doesn't matter whether it's a lewd song or a gospel song. So you're saying from it's a
dancehall song, it can't work.
It don't. To me, it doesn't matter if it's a lewd song or not, right?
You see,
all right. Let me just say this, and Drew, anybody that disagree with me, you know, just let me know. Certain people don't. Them can't come together. I don't care what you want to say. Certain people, what you are defend and me I defend, right? It's two different things. We can see each other, we can respect each other, but when I go so with you, that means say me depend what you depend and you depend what me depend. You understand what I'm saying?
And you're both not being true to your
And you're both
premise.
not being
right.
true, right? So all of these years, I had a very in-depth interview with Papa San. One of the things that he made adamantly clear is that his secular life will never, ever return in his life. He's not performing none of those songs.
Yeah.
He's not DJ around the sound, right? I don't know if he makes dub plates or whatever, but I haven't heard anybody doing too much Papa San dub plates, right? He's adamant about that. He's adamant about that. Even in the interview that I did with him that I didn't release yet, right? I spoke to him about his career, the real grimy things. I asked the questions, but he glided past them because where he is now, it's almost like he doesn't want to admit that he was part of that life there, so deep. And, you know, to cap it off, he made sure that we concluded the conversation with him talking about half an hour about his life now, right? And then when I walked away, when we wrapped up, he said to me, Chin, do me a favor, you know. Me know where you come here for. I may respect that. But do me a favor. when you not edit, don't cut out the last part of the thing.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So basically, don't just this when me there now.
Him want
Right?
him want
want
make
make
sure
people
say
understand.
I
that's
respect
something
that.
he
Right.
get.
So I'm saying, I'm sure Cartel and all of those other lyricists would have loved to do a combination with San somewhere in their
Oh,
life,
come on, man.
right? Because of who San was to the business, right? Possibly people reached out to him. I myself reached out to him to come do Rewind. And Rewind is not even slackness. But he refuses to be in that atmosphere where maybe him a go sing a song that's not slackness, and then Shabba go grab the mic and say, you know,
Right.
the nigga lie, pum pum nigga. You understand? So he just doesn't want to be in that. So my question becomes, and again, Stacey, you might say everybody's different. And my thing is like, yo, you went hard. You got hard against dancehall, you know.
Well, here's a question. Have you thought that maybe there is a thing that Lady Saw may carry, and I'm just speculating, called a tremendous guilt because of where she's now, and knowing that anybody in a dancehall, a female, and maybe I'm outspoken saying this, could turn on and say, you are one of the main reasons why me there. You influenced me. I grew up idolizing you. So from that stance, maybe she carries a guilt.
I want to say this to you. I don't know which one it was. The thing that stood out to me was when she said this is when she was talking to Spice and Shensia. And that's when she said the thing about me bring the bed, a son first, wanna bring the bed, do something different. And the thing that she said was, listen, I did it the wrong way. And I don't want you guys to do it that way too. That's what she said. So when she said that, I said, okay, that's different.
What do you care? Is my question. What do you care? If your life has changed, what do you care?
But Chin, I fear her life. She feel guilty.
I feel like there's some guilt.
She feel guilty.
She also issued an invitation for Spice, Jada Kingdom, and Macca Diamond to collaborate and or at least perform on a show where she vows to show them that there is another way to use their platform.
Yo, and let's be real, you know. Let's be real, you know. Because here we going, right? On the female side, how many hit makers are there? After Saul, how many?
Yeah.
Very few. Hold on, let's just be real. The ground dry with that, you know. And how many hit makers were there in Saul's time? There weren't even that many in that time. If there's one person who can teach them artists there how to make a hit without being slack, it's Saul. Because Saul got hits that weren't slack.
Well, here we are going, right? And yeah, I thought she's saying do shows and whatever. Let's face it. Yeah, Lady Saw have some song that does not have slackness, but
that hit.
If that's the case, then she could have done music like that and didn't need to make this drastic change and still put out music whenever having the slackness. And if she's gonna go on a stage show with these girls right now, who's gonna go pay there to hear Lady Saw not be slack? I'm not paying for that.
Or watered down Shensia.
Exactly. It ain't gonna go.
Call your life.
Yeah. I mean, Christian. As a Christian, I call you. I tell you, don't take it so hard with Lady Saw and what the situation is. Don't take it so hard. Because for Lady Saw, life change was a life change for her. Completely different from what she used to do in a study situation. Don't take it so hard. She herself, in this process, still a struggle with the life in the street and the life in the church. She had deal with it. She had tried to deal with it. She's also an entertainer, and that's all she know as far as we know, Lady Saw. She, as she says, since she in the church, with the songs that she make few two little songs when it sound bad, when it sound okay, but it's still nothing to what which they used to hear. So yes, the money is not flowing like how it would have flowed when she had the Worldly song, because we know what the people them crave. The people them crave the Worldly song because the people them lost stuff. But listen, don't take it so hard for her. Say she want to do a thing with Shensia. I personally believe that with Shensia, she got on the wrong way. She got on the wrong way, and she doing something with Shensia collab and able for being around her might be a better influence on Shensia from who she had get
Yeah,
influence
but
from
you
now
see
to end
to
up where
me,
she did.
you see to me, we like to make excuses. And you see, because Lady Saw is so valuable to us and we respect her so much, we're making an excuse.
Yeah,
If
but
somebody-
I don't think so. Yeah,
If-
but watch it. Just watch them shit. Let's not all assume, and let's not all pass judgment, and let's not all conclude as to where this is gonna go. Just watch and see, because however it's gonna go, we all gonna be here to see it and hear it. Don't be so hard on her, because
listen,
she needs a lot, because
listen.
what she said was what she felt
Listen,
from her lifestyle. what she felt, that's
same
it.
measuring stick needs to be measured with everybody. When Vegas had his
totally
little
agree.
hold on, when Vegas had his little spell, he got it too. He got it. I don't feel, but what y'all said, no, Vegas chat too much, Vegas this, Vegas that. It doesn't matter. What we do is that we make excuses for the people that we hold in high regard. Right?
But I really don't, because I don't hold Lady Saw in high regard. I just know Lady Saw was an artist.
No,
Lady Saw style of song and a my type of song
the
from
dancehall holds her in high regard, not you.
Yeah, but it's okay. Dancehall and
the dancehall holds her in high regard, so she will get an excuse, right? And we see this over and over. Buju Banton is held in high regard, so we made an excuse. Cartel is held in high regard, so we made an excuse. Jack Cure is held in high regard, so we made an excuse. This is what we do.
No, but for me personally, I would just try to wait and see what's gonna come of this, and what our next move is, and what our lyrical situation is, and what it's about. That's what I would do. I would not have judgment or feel like say, yes, she'll come back to dancehall because she says it's not a gospel song. Not because it's not a gospel song. That don't mean to say it's a ranch song.
But here's the thing. To me, it's not about it being a dancehall song. It's not about her. It's being a raunchy song, right? We're talking about passing judgment on Saw, but let's look at the last couple of years and let's look at how her judgment was passed on the space that she used to occupy. Like we tend to change the narrative because we want it to fit. It's not like Saw walked away from dancehall and just said, "Yo, dancehall, me I gotta do my thing over here." She made her talks about how the devil and carrying out the devil work and this and that and this and that and blah blah blah, right? Now, at all this time, Shenseea was being Shenseea. I know you want to save Shenseea. So you, I know you want to save. I know you want to save Jada.
No, I know it's true. No, it's true. It's Shenseea really a lean from the wrong side more than anything else.
I hear you. I don't agree with you, but I hear you.
No, it's true. It's Shenseea lean from the wrong side more than anything else, because from the last video that Shenseea make, if she go anywhere further, she gone.
She gone already.
You understand what I said?
So Saw is gonna save her. So that's what we're looking at. We're looking at Saw to save her.
I'm not even thinking of Saw saving her. I was just thinking of she guiding her, giving her a little bit of guidance.
Okay.
I'm not saying she's gonna save her.
Okay.
Probably can give her a little bit of guidance on a spiritual level, not a worldly level, on a spiritual level. I don't know what it's gonna be.
Okay.
You know, I mean, it might be a little help to her spiritually. Because I don't like she might really see the pain in a sense of eye, because she know what she been through with certain things in dancehall. Me don't know. She must know what she see. But maybe Sophia do need guidance. Not maybe. She does need guidance. She does need guidance spiritually. Because same thing with the situation with what's her name, the gear outline, whatever her name is. And the same thing, I don't know, you guys still talking about this with the dancehall, they're bringing things to the dancehall that don't belong to the dancehall. So it's the same thing. She needs some guidance.
So Lady Saw is gonna give her guidance. I get you. And let me take another call.
Spiritually, she can give her a little guidance.
Yeah, let me see. Me now fight you. You say me follow them
watch it
and watch what go on. Right? I am a very opinionated person, and I remember what is said. Right?
Yes,
and I see the pattern.
I
see the pattern. The first pattern is that me need my dancehall money. The second pattern is that me start see you out of the church clothes now, and you start sexy up like, oh, we didn't want to see you a long time.
But what's the drama?
And then all of a sudden, no, you want to collab. It don't look right to me. And it would be cool If
And
you
you
never
want
did
it from
take
a
the stance
Christian?
where you take.
But hear this from a Christian. She should have her life, her
Hold
dressing.
on. Me and you stop arguing now. From you tell me say you're a Christian. We stop
No.
arguing. Me see which part you there with
no,
all the
Jim, but
conversation.
see,
About her dressing. She didn't need to stop dressed decent, nice, and her put on her weave or whatever. She didn't need to stop doing that. She did not need to stop doing that. Because you're still a person. And you're supposed to look good. You have God picking it. You're supposed to look good and decent. Nothing wrong with you. As long as you know wear the back right away, the whole back cheek out the door. She's supposed to. Oh, she look now. So she should have still a look.
Sis, this is my point, and I don't think you guys understand what I'm saying, because we tried to cross religion with this common everyday reality, right?
Yeah.
She could have came out of the dancehall space and did what she's doing now, right? And there would be no pressure, no issue, no problem. But she took it to the furthest extreme, as most people do when them just turn Christian. And everything becomes poison, and everybody must come on.
Chin vex because she call it devil music. That's what Chin vex about.
Let me explain to you about
it. Bro, remember one time she said she didn't even want the money.
Chin vex because
remember one time she said she don't want the money from dancehall. Come on, man.
Chin, when it comes to Christian, when you, for instance, you have your family, and if you find a way over there, so say, okay, he's a businessman. And you find a way so you can invest some money, and you know, say it's clean money, and everything, and your family can go that way to feel comfortable. You have to tell them about it, right?
I didn't hear what you said.
Okay, for instance, you find a way, say I find even an investment, because he's a businessman.
Right.
You find some investment, you can go, you can put your money, and it's a safe investment, and the return is good, and you can make some money and live comfortable, and so. You have your brother and your sister, and you're not going to tell your brother, say, yo, the investment is nice, you know, put a thing in it, you know, you're not going to do that.
Of course.
And that's Christian for do.
Yeah, but we're
not, but
sis, this is what I'm saying. And I don't know if I'm not explaining myself properly.
Jane, you explain yourself already.
I'm not talking about what Christians should be doing. I'm talking about what she did. That's what my argument is, you know. My argument is the stance that she took. Stick to that stance is what I'm saying. I'm not going to make no excuse for your actions. Stick to that stance. And what you're saying now contradicts the stance that you took. That's all I'm saying. Because in my eyes, me know a Christian, and me and a lot of Christians is friends, and they're not like you. So since you go so hard and said this, because see Drew just shake him head there. One time she said she don't want none of that royalty money because a devil work should I do if forget the money, right? Then she start dress a certain way because the way she used to dress wasn't godly, right?
Yeah.
Then now we start see her sexier, and then now we see where the sexiness leads to. I would like to do a thing with Shensia because she's going the wrong way.
But that doesn't mean that she's trying to get back into.
Hell yeah, it does.
Yes, she is.
Hell yeah, it does.
I think you're jumping the gun saying that, I'm not making an excuse for Lady Saw. I'm a huge Lady Saw fan, but I don't think that it's fair to say that she want to go back in the dance.
I'm not saying that she wants to be back in the dance.
But who's that music supposed to appeal to?
And this is why it doesn't
Yo, what's good? You ain't get that Sound Chat merch yet? What you waiting on? You bugging. Go to soundchatradio.com right now and get that merch. Get yourself right.
I'm saying she's looking at
this isn't music that's going to play in the church. So if you're making music for the dancehall. You're not making slap music, but you're aiming it at the dancehall.
And guess what? You have a better shot. You're right. You have a better shot at a hit song with Shensia than you currently have doing one on your own. Like, let's talk about what it is. And again, there's no disrespect.
Chin, I was with you up until you have a better shot making a hit song with Shensia than doing one on your own.
Why?
No, come on. That's not undeniable.
Hold on. You really think Lady Saw needs Shensia to get a hit
song?
You same one. Play the song. We played a song the other day where Lady Saw came out.
That was a church song.
No, it was not a church song. It was a dancehall song, and she was saying that, yo, when book me like one time. That is aimed at the dancer.
And we
it like connect. You
Let
played
me
it
be
one
like-
time and you never touched it again. Will you play a Shensia and Lady Saw?
If the song good,
Bro, so why you
Listen
never
to me.
why you never play Lady Saw again? The last
please
one.
hold.
On the one
Listen
time
to
you
me.
play it.
Listen to me. I'm not being a jerk. I'm just reading the board. And if I read the board and it doesn't come out in favor of somebody, I saw it go. Right? I stated that I'm a fan of her and all of, but I see the move. Now think of this, right? If Lady Saw drops a song tomorrow with Shensia, everybody's gonna give it a listen. Everybody in a dance hall give that a listen,
So
right?
AKA she benefit from the devil work.
We even gonna give it a play upon the radio at least once to have a conversation about it. When she drops her gospel songs, we don't hear about it, we don't care about it, and we're not playing it, right? So for the last 3-4 years that she's been away from the music, right? She hasn't had a relevant space in our situation. Now, my whole thing is, and I'm not being mean, I'm just being realistic, right? You never see them time they said that the female artists them did need your help, right? This where Shensia gone, you know. It's not like she was just going there. They not wake up Shensia, wake up and reaching a naked video. Shensia's career was going there, right? Who you want to talk about? Jada them was going where they were. Spice was going where she is. So why step in at this moment? You couldn't find the other moment to save them? Come on now. This is the perfect, what you call it, perfect storm. Shensia crossed the line, as most Jamaican people say, right? And the queen, the real queen of the dancehall is coming in to step in and say, yo, this I know when me leave dancehall. Only enough to do this with the dancehall, with my legacy. And when me put the thing. It's the perfect welcome back. Because guess what? When she comes in the middle of the room and she say, yo, wait there. I want to do with dancehall. And I so left this thing here. Guess what? All of us is going to do this. Saw back. Yeah, man. Everybody listen to Muma.
Valid.
Drew, are you understanding what I'm saying?
That's
it's
true.
a perfect
That's true.
storm
Valid.
for her to come back into
True.
the industry.
That's true.
So when you say 3-4 years ago, when she saw, weren't they heading down that road? Why she never stepped in yet? Because like everybody else, the scale was not tipped far enough for her to say, all right, time for me to open my mouth and say something. Now, what I do agree with you with saying is that if she came out so bad, we are in the realm of the devil with dancehall, right? If you really, honestly, truly believe that you are transformed and dancehall is the pit of hell, then why would you want any association with a demon from the pit of hell?
Why would you want association with a female who just did a video that has all kind of questions being asked? Is she bisexual? Is she this? Is she that? Why is she naked? Ray. Why would you want? Because you trying to save her?
Because you have to carry the guilt and you're trying to save her. It's the mission.
It's
the mission.
So hold on, it's the mission, right? So what Shensia did is then Lady Saw bear some guilt over it, right? Because she pushed them in that direction, right? So why shouldn't I save all of them?
So then she,
And
you know,
she said
so
that.
she invite all
She
of them.
did.
She just said that.
She put out, it was
Right.
said
not
she wants
just.
spice.
No, so what
All
I'm
of them.
saying is that why her savior didn't come in before?
And that's what I'm saying, because
Why is it now?
because the
Because it
scale
reached
was
the
not
furthest
tipped that
now.
far.
Okay.
She didn't reach the breaking point.
Okay.
That was the straw that
Okay.
brought the camel
Okay,
back.
here's something that we will never know, right? Because we can't tell the future and we can't predict, right? Caller, please hold 1 second again. Let me make this point. I want to know if she was as successful at what she was doing like Son, if she would still want to save those girls.
It's the same thing like how
I
you
wanna
said,
know that.
Oh, if our artists did not do the thing, we wouldn't care about the other side of the
I
dance.
want to
That's
know
the
that
same
if
logic.
her thing to take off
Would
as
she-
Marion Hall,
would she business
right?
about this?
Would she business about helping these girls that so-called saving them in dancehall?
Maybe.
And maybe not.
Maybe though.
And maybe not.
Cause she feel guilty.
And
about
maybe
it.
not.
Okay.
It take you so long for feel guilty for what? Drew, do you buy the guilty thing?
No.
You buy the guilty thing?
Nah, man.
Call it alive. Call it alive.
I mean, we got to look at what's going on and what's in play. Like, yo, your new career is not taking off the way you thought you'd do. You've reduced yourself and basically crumbled your income when you took this stance, and now you're sitting here on internet a couple of weeks ago complaining about people giving you offerings, right? and you know say there's a way out there where me can step out back and free myself for them something, yeah, and you're not gonna take it, and you say like me said earlier, we say just since night, me dey on IG, me say Papa San sit down with him band, I rehearse, and a couple last week me see him put up him tour dates, Europe, Ray. What are you doing? What you do?
Your thing no catch. Your thing no catch. That's it. And there's nothing wrong. Again, let me make this clear. I have nothing against Christian people, right? I have something against people who push it too far. And when you push it so far, you nothing turn back. Me don't want to see you turn back.
I agree, but what you've done now is monetize it. You turn it into you monetized it instead of and not giving plausibility to the spiritual side of it. That it's the guilt. I'm just saying it is feasible for it to be the guilt.
But the guilt
driven.
but here the thing now. You can't be guilty about that. You cannot be guilty about. Oh, you have to be guilty about that. When you reach minister and the Lord that cover you and the Christ and all of these things where you are talking about, oh, you feel guilty about that.
Because now you're compelled.
Now you are compelled. Your influence caused all of this.
You are compelled.
If you feel say you're guilty that, then you must feel guilty about it. If you know how you influence that. Right. Whether you turn pastor, right. No matter where you turn, from you look and see certain things are going. And you say, I'm me push this to make people start to them thing there. Jano, you are going to feel
right
it.
My wrong.
How is Lady Saw directly responsible for that?
Nobody's saying she's directly.
Easy.
How is she directly? All right, watch this.
Remember, how did Lady Saw rise to the top as the queen of dancehall?
But she was not the only female doing it.
But
she was just the better one.
But come on, Chin. All of we revere Lady Saw. Anybody else revered like Lady Saw in the dancehall?
They have a young lady died 2 years ago. With the first slackness, me here was she, and she has said, "Leave my glamity," you know me, right? Charmian was before, so.
But Anna
set it.
Nobody's.
But she's not held. They're not there. I mean, no disrespect to anyone, but they are not held. They're not held.
She didn't.
Who is the queen of the dancehall?
Not because you're the queen of something means that you set it. You giving that crown. Matter of fact, where was this crowning? Where the crowning take place?
Right, but hold on.
Oh, so Lady Saw was not the queen of dancehall.
No.
But who crowned her?
So Lady Saw's not the queen of dancehall.
So Charmian never DJ slackness and a bust down the place like
but Charmian have the influence that Lady Saw had.
What I'm saying.
Come on, man.
What I'm saying is that, right? Lady Saw, I get the argument that you guys are making, but you're making it look like Lady Saw, right, was the only person pushing the envelope, and she's responsible for what's happening now. That wouldn't be true. There were artists in the dancehall space, right, doing the same thing, the raunchy lyrics, the pum pum shots on stage, and all of that, right? So,
and we're not.
Why is she coming back to feel guilty for these youngsters? So those youngsters were only influenced by Lady Saw, or they were influenced by that whole climate of what was happening with female artists?
They were, and I'm not trying to take away from anybody else, but I'm also trying to say that there is a certain degree, a certain amount of weight that Lady Saw would carry over anybody else. Come on, you call her the queen of the dancehall.
100%. But what we are doing is what we always do. Because of someone's status, we are looking for we're looking for the counteraction, right? So we're looking for the excuse, right? There's no excuse for what she's doing. So
she
now
shouldn't feel guilty then.
So now we're saying that she feels guilty.
So it's not plausible for her to be feeling guilty.
No,
not based on what she said.
Because she said.
So what? San no feel guilty then? Stitchie no feel guilty.
So then San no feel guilty. You yourself say, San say, him no want to talk about certain thing. Every time you ask him about the grimy thing, them, him skip round them.
But that's not guilt.
Oh,
that's not him guilt. That's not him. So okay. San, right? His story is a couple of people died around him and brother and Ray. So why him never go back to save Ninja Man and pull out Bounty Killer and pull out Bujo and say, listen, me and my colleagues them is responsible for una talk about gunshot in a dance.
Because
so
not everyone takes the mission,
right?
Not everybody wants to be the mission.
So Stitchie, As far as I'm concerned, Stitchie never used to talk about pum pum.
No.
And that so what happened? So what happened? So what I'm saying is that we are making
they should have done the same thing that
I am basically saying.
If Son never do it,
my
Sar
stand
shouldn't do
is
it.
my stand is that just say that you want to go back in the dance hall. That's it. Or let's say that you want to link with the girl.
I am not disagreeing with your point that she doesn't go back.
Stop making an excuse.
I am not disagreeing with your point that she should not. If you say it's the devil's playground, you shouldn't go back there. I'm not disagreeing with you on that point.
How you for mix up with Shensia? How? What? Where? When? How that work?
Yeah, I'm not disagreeing with you on that. I'm just saying where she get to the point where she feel like she need to reach out and do some
phone call. Load the video.
No, and I said that, maybe she should not have been an IG
Inbox on IG.
It should not have been a live
Shenyang,
situation team. Should not have been a Instagram.
When people do certain things in that kind of forum, they're doing it more than to be a genuine individual. Because if me say something is going on with you, I'm not gonna make a post and go, hey, Stacey Mac, blah blah blah.
No,
very valid.
I'm gonna inbox you and be like,
valid.
yo, what going? You know what I say? So this whole public display and the spectacle where we sit on here on a radio show and talk about it.
She want in.
Exactly. It was
she
designed
want in. She wants in. Only people that's not gonna see this, people, understand? Churchy and him friend them. Well, excuse. And there's no reason, Stacey, for not, for her not wanting in. I'm not fighting her for that. I'm looking at it and saying, but you throw so much stone, right? You could have stepped out a dancer like Stitchy them do. You could have stepped out a dancer like Elaine them do.
Chevelle.
Chevelle. Enough of them step out quietly, But you met noise. You met noise. All of a sudden now, you want to go for Shensia, right? Maybe a week after a Bam Bam a jiggle naked in a one video. And all of a sudden you want, and you make it clear to everybody, say, by the way, I don't want to do a Christian song.
She did. I can't argue that. So would you have respected it if it was a phone call, if she came with the same argument behind closed doors?
If she did pick up the phone and said to her, say, yo, boy, Shen, you're going the wrong way, And I really like to have a conversation with you. It's cool.
Okay, that part then.
That's
what about
cool.
the next part?
What's the next part?
And I want to make a song with you. What about that part?
Listen, me personally, I don't see the song making. Me not see that. Me not see that part there. Because I feel like Shen gone way over there, so.
Right.
Way over there, so. Me personally, me just not see that.
She doesn't, frankly, need
it. Yeah, but I don't see that.
Shensia. Right.
I don't see. Shensia may need it to solidify Jamaican credibility. That the queen of the dancehall has returned, if she's coming back to the dancehall for a song, and she chose me to do the song with.
Yeah, that would be big.
It gives her some type of leverage over Spice and all of them in our circle. Not in an international circle, but in our circle that I was chosen. So the fact that Lady Star even said that in the magnitude that Lady Star still holds for what she did in the past is big for Shensia.
But my question to you is, could you respect it if she said it behind closed doors to her?
Listen, again, I am just holding Saw to what she said, right? And I'm saying that if you have excelled so far in something that has made you all the money that you have and your significance is from that, and you're going to walk away, just walk, The whole heap of devil business, I'm glad some left dancehall because the whole of the girl them in a dancehall has some bad mind and this, and you haven't seen her going back and forth with Maka and Spice them in the past, and the words that come out and how she defends herself and this and that. One time they might talk about who carry who got Obia man and this and one bag of you understand what I'm saying? So me, I'm just saying, bro, it sounds a little suspicious to me that all of a sudden you feel guilty about the way the girls them gone in the direction the girl them gone in a dancer. You feel guilty. All of a sudden you feel guilty?
No, she didn't say that.
No, I'm just saying. This is what I'm not saying that she said, but this is what church is saying.
I said it.
Right? Right? Because church has said, oh, what do you mean she can't feel guilty? Right? But Papa Son feel guilty. You heard him a few minutes ago.
I did. You said, Papa Son don't feel guilty. I'm saying, well, you're going to say the man don't feel guilty. You don't know that.
Call it live.
Hey, good night.
Good night.
I think she made noise when she was leaving. She making noise now. She coming back. She ain't making that money like she was making in Dancehall, and bills got to be paid. Let's be real.
I'd rather you say that.
Those songs is not singing like that. I mean, so
I'd rather that be said. I need the bread. I'm coming back.
Exactly.
Come off my throne.
Exactly.
I'm coming back.
Listen, she missed the streets. She missed the streets, and she knows the streets miss her. And Shensia right now is a way for her to creep back in. Like you say, she should just be bold and say, I'm going back. That's it. Come on, you ain't the first and you ain't the worst. That's it. No excuse.
And all my Christian people need to stop making excuses for her and just look at what it is. She's coming back. She's going back on her word, and she'll come back. Call it alive.
Yeah, I hear you. Yeah, Chin. And me again. I just got to tell you, I totally understand what you're saying, and I agree on the fact that those stones, like, whether the stones is bad stones or wrong stones, she throws some stones that's where she's standing. So she really not supposed to retract back on that. She can't retract back. If you retract back on that, what you throw stones about, you confusing the situation. You're going back on the things you say. So she really needs to stay out of dancehall. Even if she make her regular songs where it's reggae, because she's a reggae artist, they reggae, dancehall business with people collab, it's supposed to be a no-no.
Thank you. 718-554-8598. Call it live.
Yeah, Chen. What we're going to do, we need to sit back and watch what you say and come true. And then we're going to say, a couple of weeks later, we're going to say, yes, Mr. Chen told the truth about what's going on. It's truth in your talk. Truth in your talk.
Thank you. That's all I'm saying. It's suspicious. And it's not only me. Drew feel the same way.
Yeah.
Stacey, I try to be a boaty. And you know, Churchy now said nothing because anything we have to do with the church, he's all for it.
That's why people can say whatever they want to say about Vegas. Vegas kept it 100 buck. Vegas went into the church. He saw that there was no bread there. And the man said, yo, my God.
Vegas said every minute they might tell him to do it for the Lord. So they want a free show, do it for the Lord. Do it for the Lord. And Vegas said, him can't eat no food them way there. Everything is for the Lord and for church. So him come out and say, yo, I peer devil in there. At least he make you know, say, you understand?
I'm back.
I'm back.
Yeah, he kept it 100. If Saw came out, cause remember, you know, even the Benz, remember the Benz or the Jaguar where started off? When she going to say, yo, get through that Benz. Not need it. Right. No, we are talking about, a couple weeks ago, we see they were talking about fight for royalties. Same royalties we never want. At the end of the day, money have to make for sustain life.
And again, I'm leaving you guys with this. And again, it is just in the air because we don't have the answer. If Saul was successful on the path that she went on,
would she be here
would
still?
she be willing to still feel this guilt as you guys are describing it and come back and pull Sensia and say, Sensia, make we do a collab together? I'm asking you that, you know what I mean? And we can't answer that question. But we're going to have this conversation again and again. And again, I love Lady Saw. And I respect what she's done to the growth of it. But I'm gonna be truthful with my conversation. I ain't gonna be like I am Vice.
Yeah, this no.
Where does I talk, through a church thing, him just say, all right, me have to side with the church.
I see both sides. Yes, me a both here. I see the guilt side. I'ma say that boy, if you stay true to yourself, then you can't go back. That's all.
I see the two of them. What me just say?
Take up.
From me see the sexy clothes start pull out a closet, Me realize and the name brand video them start, the shopping video them start come up, me say, yes, see it yeah. See it yeah. And again, I'm not saying that Christians are supposed to sexy and cute up themselves, but she decided not to, right? Remember, say a pair long frock and lick and some old type of dressing and go on.
Big glasses.
And big glasses and things.
When
She
she
did
there
come
in
out,
public.
Right?
She did come out nice.
Right? So I'm saying now, when me see the creeping,
You
you
have
know,
to keep
the
that same
sexy
energy.
pants them and the long hair and the big glasses them and the nice picture them, I say, oh, Instagram?
Oh, me never see that.
Marion Hall, Lady Saw, yeah man, watch what go on now.
So if she and Shensia must collab, right, or should collab, what kind of image could she come out with? She can come out with her. She can come out with her long frock and Shensia come out in her.
Then
Battery rider.
then the argument would be, all she had to do is go hold our religion, low what was going on in dance, and go and wear our sexy clothes them same way. Because of that, you end up come back to. All right, people, we gotta go.
Thank you for watching another episode of Soundchat Radio on Irish and Chin's YouTube channel. If you like what you saw, please subscribe by hitting the red button. If the button is still red, that means you did not subscribe. Also, like and share. And don't forget to leave a comment. In fact, press that notification button while you're at it.